Hi, I want to thank you guys for inviting me here tonight. My name is Chastity Wedgeworth. I am running for Congress in Texas District 13. I drove 5.5 hours to be here tonight, so I wanted to be forward to you. I want to be very intentional with what I am saying, so I didn't want to ramble, so I wrote it all down. So bear with me, sorry. I don't have a long list of credentials to convince you guys that I am overly qualified for this job. I am just a regular person, just like a lot of you guys, somebody who has lost 2 businesses to politics. One I lost during the COVID lockdowns, and the second during the SB3 attack in this past year. I lived long enough to know what it's like to be the people in this district, people who struggle to put food on the table, keep a roof over their families' heads. Tonight, I want to talk to you about something that's real. I don't want to give you any talking points. I don't want to give you any party labels or political theater. Our country is divided more than it ever has been at any point in our lifetimes. People are afraid. Families and small businesses are one paycheck away from losing everything. And instead of fixing what's actually broken, we've been encouraged to blame each other for our beliefs, our votes, why our life feels so hard to live right now. But if we're honest, that's not what we're actually mad about. We are not losing sleep about other countries. We're not even losing sleep over other states. We're losing sleep because our own quality of life is slipping away from us. We're working harder, paying more, and getting less. And when people are struggling just to survive, compassion is the first thing that disappears. That's what I see that's happening right now, and it's wrong. When cruelty becomes normal, passion looks radical. It's not conservative to bend the Constitution to our motives. It's not Christian to cheer on cruelty, hatred, or dehumanization. And it's not American to applaud the assault of other Americans because they disagree with us. Real conservatism means restraint of power, of government, and of our egos. It means Constitution is not optional. It means that principles don't change depend on who's in charge. I started this campaign because I noticed that something very early that a lot of people weren't saying out loud, and that's that we were blaming the wrong people. Washington is why your businesses are not thriving. Washington is why your taxes keep climbing while your savings is disappearing. Washington is why you're doing everything right and you still can't get ahead. And I want to be very clear about something else because this is no longer abstract. It has been slipped in under our noses and placed right in our backyards. We are building artificial intelligence data centers faster than our laws can restrain them and without meaningful public comments. The Constitution exists to prevent exactly this kind of unchecked power. And at the same time, policies now allow chemically altered fracking wastewater to be sold for agricultural use and discharged into our land and waterways. These decisions will affect our property rights, public health, and our community safety, yet they are being made with minimal transparency and accountability. That is not limited government, that is not freedom, that is corporations putting families at risk who never actually agreed to those terms. This is what happens when government stops protecting people and starts protecting their interests. When regulators serve donors instead of citizens, when decisions are made far away from the people who live with those consequences, conservatism is supposed to stand against that, not excuse it. These are the consequences of the policies that we were told to cheer for and the politicians that we were told to trust, and while our heads are getting stepped on over and over again. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but it's true. I'm the one who showed up here tonight. I'm the one that is saying this out loud. And because our representative won't, I don't see a future for this district if we keep pretending that this is all normal. My grown children are working full-time jobs and still can't afford to live on their own. I'm a grandmother, and I refuse to accept a future where my grandkids grow up in a country that's defined by debt, fear, hatred, and endless war. That's why I'm running. I want to bring back the Constitution. I want to bring back accountability in Washington, and I want to bring back a future for our children in Congressional District 13. Thank you.